If you want to make your relationship better, healthy, and stronger, then you must be intentionally doing something on a daily basis if you want to achieve that goal. The problem is many couples out there are not doing that. Many couples are struggling with a relationship that is not working and they have no idea what to do. Many couples are lazy and they don't want to put in the work to ensure that their relationship is healthy, stronger, and working. And for some of you who don't know what to do, today I want to give you 17 new ways, proven ways that can make your relationship better, that can skyrocket your relationship, that can build your relationship. And if you're ready, I am ready. Let's start right now. Hey guys, my name is Shadi. This is Honey Let's Talk, where we say when we talk, we make it better. So for today, we want you to have a good relationship. We want you to have a healthy relationship. Guess what? I'm not saying a perfect relationship, but I'm saying a healthy relationship. Healthy doesn't mean you won't have issues. You'll have issues, but you'll know how to effectively, in a healthy way, deal with your issues. So we're not talking about perfect relationship here. We're talking about a healthy relationship. And if you want to have a perfect relationship, then this video is not for you. But if you want to have a healthy relationship, then let's talk. Because when we talk, we make it better. So I'm going to give you 5, and then on the next video, I'm going to give you another 5, and then on the next video, I'm going to give you 7. So today, I'm going to give you the first 5, which I call them the foundational principles, the foundational things that you need for your relationship to be healthy. So the first one is this: decide the goal. Okay? Right at that time when you decide to date someone, sit down and agree. What is our goal? What is the goal for our relationship? Why are we together? And if you've never had that conversation, then it's a good place to go on a date and have that conversation and sit down and agree. What is our goal? And for those of you who will say, hey, our goal is to get married, our goal is to start a life together, then if that is your goal, then there must be some things that you're doing now on a daily basis that are preparing you for marriage. There are many couples today that are not intentionally having goals in their relationship, that are intentionally not doing things to ensure that they achieve these goals. If you have a goal to get married, then it is a good time, and we usually advise people it's a good time 12 months in advance to do premarital counseling. Prepare yourself. Go meet people, go talk to a couple, go engage someone and tell them, hey, you know what? We want to grow in our relationship. Help us grow in our relationship. Because if you don't have a goal, then you're going to be enjoying life and enjoying the relationship. And then after 4 years, after 6 years, then the two of you will decide, this is not working. You'll have wasted a lot of time and investment in that relationship, which will amount to nothing. You must sit and first agree. What is our goal? I remember when I was dating, I've dated a couple of ladies in the past, and the first one I dated her for 4 years. When I was in high school, I dated her for 4 years. And then we didn't have a goal. We were just dating and enjoying life. Then after that, 4 years, it didn't work out. Then I got into another relationship. I dated a girl for 6 years. And we didn't have goals again. We were just enjoying, we were just having our time together. We were really having a good relationship, but because we didn't have goals, then we didn't really achieve what we were supposed to achieve at that particular time. And I'm telling you this, it doesn't matter how good your relationship is, if you don't have goals, chances are you'll not make it into marriage. If you don't have goals, then chances are something will happen and you'll have to go separate ways. So the first one is to have goals. All right. And the second one is create or provide an environment that is safe for teamwork. This is a very interesting one. You have to provide a safe environment for teamwork. When now you have agreed what your goal is and what your destination is, and you have said this is our destination is we are headed to marriage. So these are the next things that we need to do to get married. So as you agree and as you're talking about these goals that you have and these plans that you have, then you must create a safe environment that both of you are contributing towards towards the growth of the relationship, but also you're contributing towards advancing your relationship. I've seen so many relationships whereby the relationship is only driven by one personality. The relationship is driven by one person, and the other person never have a say in the relationship. That is a toxic relationship. You need to be in a healthy relationship whereby both of you have provided a safe environment for teamwork. A safe environment for teamwork. As you start working towards your goal, you'll have so many obstacles. You'll have so many challenges. But if you have provided a safe environment for teamwork, then the two of you can work together to advance the relationship. When I got married, I never knew that I was selfish until I got married. When I got married is when I realized what I am super selfish. And for many months, my wife and I would talk about it. We'll fight about some things, and one day we were just talking about it, and we realized she also had some aspect of selfishness in her, and because I also have my aspect of selfishness, we always wanted what was our own idea. So if it is my idea, then I want my idea to be the one that we pick. If it is her idea, she wants her idea to be the one that we should pick, and many times we find ourselves clashing. And one day we just sat down and asked each other, are we really a team? Are we really working as a team? Why is it that it's always, and I remember her telling me, why is it that it is always your ideas that we have to go with? And it is that point that it dawned on me that this relationship is driven by me. And I didn't want that. I wanted a relationship whereby she has a say in it. I wanted a relationship whereby she can in a healthy way disagree with me and say, hey, I don't agree with that plan. What about this plan? What about this thing? And after that, we realized that we started having plans together, and the energy of the relationship started rising, and there was a positive energy in our relationship, because when I would put our ideas together, and she will come up with an idea, I'll come up with ideas, or if it's something, I'll say, this is what I think we should do. She'll say, I have a different view. This is what I think we should do. And when we put them together and agree on one, then both of us will give ourselves 100% to that idea. And it was not like that before. Before it was like I will decide an idea and we start going with the idea, and I'll realize that she's very hesitant. She's not giving 100% to that idea. But when you create a safe environment for teamwork, then even if it's not your partner's idea, then your partner can give him or herself completely into that idea, even if it was not her idea. So agree on the destination. Let's use an example. Your destination is to get married. Agree now, create a safe environment whereby there is teamwork. You're saying, hey, when should we get married? When should we visit parents? When should you do this? Oh, I think this. Oh, I think that. Okay, what should we prioritize even as we move forward? So those are the first two foundational things. The third one is like the first one, okay? And it is very unlikely, friends, it is very unlikely that you will be paired with someone who is perfect. It is very unlikely. You will be paired with someone either who has some challenges. It might not be the areas that you are challenged, but it might be even the areas of your strength, the areas of challenge or the areas of weakness of your partner. So the third thing is accept the reality that no one is perfect. Accept the reality that no one is perfect. Why is this important? This point important? Because there are so many people who are stuck right now in their relationship, and they keep wondering how things would have been if they chose someone else, and they are now stuck in that environment where they are saying, I wish I took someone else. I wish my partner had this. Maybe if I did this, maybe if I had that person, maybe if I had a person like this, maybe it would have been fair. You'll be stuck in that place. You need to realize that no matter the person you get in this world, they will have some challenges. They will have some weaknesses. They will have some areas in their lives that they are not good at. And maybe for some of you, it might be the things you're good at is the things they are good at. And the things you're not good at is the things that they are not good at. Or the vice versa. The things you're good at is the things that they are not good at. Or the things that you're not good at is the thing that they are good at. And when you realize that you are with someone who has some challenges, then you'll be able to treat each other graciously. You'll be able to treat each other with respect and with patience, because you know even yourself you have some limitation. And because you had already created a safe environment for teamwork, then even in those weaknesses, you know that together you're building something that is built with your strength, both of your strength, but also will have some weaknesses, maybe because of your shortcomings. So the first one is decide what the goal is. Have a goal. Why are we together? The second one is create a safe environment for teamwork, whereby you're telling the person, hey, you can contribute, you can be part of this conversation. I want you to come up with ideas, and I come up with ideas, and then we discuss about it. And then the third one, your partner has some challenges, and as you work together, then you can be able to help each other. You are in the relationship to complement one another, and God will put you together and putting you together, knowing that the two of you will need each other if you are to move forward together. All right, so that is the first one is important. The second one is important. The third one is also important. The fourth one is absolutely important. Communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. And I've said these are foundational. These are things that you can't afford to miss. These are foundational things. Communicate effectively. Let me tell you one thing that we decided when we got married, that we will be mature enough to know when someone is asking us a question or when someone is questioning us. You know, when my wife is asking me a question, I have to be mature enough to know that she's not questioning me. She's just asking a question. She's just concerned. She just wants me to explain something. For example, I've been out the whole day. I come back, and my wife asked me the question, hey, why was your phone off? I need to be mature enough to know that she's not questioning me. She's not questioning my loyalty. She's not even questioning where I was. She's just concerned why my phone is off. There are so many relationships whereby they always think that someone is questioning them, and those conversations don't, emerge to anything good. So you have to effectively communicate. And for you to effectively communicate, you have to agree on that first. That when I'm asking you a question, I'm not questioning you. I'm not questioning your faithfulness. I'm not questioning your loyalty. I'm just asking you a question, okay? So communication has 4 important things in any relationship that are very important. The first one is timing. So the way you tell me, the time you tell me, there's something that I will not tell my wife when I know that this time we will not have a healthy conversation. This time she's emotionally not okay, so we'll not be able to have this conversation. This time, there's so much tension and there's so much, feelings around, so we'll not be able to have this conversation. It is okay, and it is a mature thing to say, hey, you know what? I'm not ready to talk about this right now. Let's talk about it tomorrow afternoon, or in the evening, today in the evening. It is okay to say that I am not ready to have this conversation right now. The timing is important. So make sure that you check your timing even as you're having to communicate with your partner. The second thing is the environment. I know when I'm out with my wife, there are certain things that she cannot tell me when I'm with people because of the environment, because of the way people will see me or the way people will perceive our relationship. There are certain words that we cannot use when we are with people. When I am with my wife and we are with my parents, or I'm with my siblings, there are some things that I'll not say to my wife or tell my wife, because I want my family to respect her. Even if she has some shortcomings at that particular time, in that environment, I have to protect her. So there are some things that really are environment sensitive. for lack of a better word. And the fourth one is the third one is check the mood. And this is a big one, especially for ladies. When we got married, I realized that there are certain moods that when my wife is in such moods, then we'll not have a healthy conversation. You know, she'll be giving me those one words, answer, yeah, okay, it's okay. Those kind of answers, and they will frustrate me. So every time that I want to communicate something serious or something sensitive, I want to watch and check the mood to see if it's a right mood for me to communicate certain things. And then the fourth one, I know all the ladies will love this, the tone. The tone. Let me say that again, the tone. The tone you use when you're communicating matters a lot. It matters if the other person will respond with anger or joy or happiness, or they feel disrespected. The tone that you use matters a lot. And this, gentlemen, you need to learn this. And I learned this the hard way. When we got married, my wife will tell me, it's your tone. It's your tone. I know you say the right thing, but the tone that you use, and for a long time, I couldn't understand what that tone thing is until I sat down with myself and I had a meeting with myself and asked myself, if somebody responded to me this way, would I really feel nice? And I started now becoming sensitive on how I communicate. So the first one, you've already agreed this is the direction. You've created a safe environment for teamwork. You have already settled in your heart and accepted that you're not perfect, she's not perfect, and now you have created now effective communication. So now both of you can be able to, pull your weight and be able to achieve the goal that you desire to achieve. So these things are super important. Okay, even as I give you the fifth one, I want to tell you guys this. If you want your relationship to be healthy, then you must be intentional about it. You must be intentional about it. You must be intentional about it. Your relationship won't just grow. Your relationship has to be intentional. And remember, guys, if you don't plant good things, the weeds will grow. If you don't plant good seeds, the weeds will grow. Those people who are farmers, you understand that every time you plant a seed, there are unintended plants that start, cropping in and growing around your plant or around your crop. So you need to time and time to take away the weeds, or not take care of the weeds. And that brings us now to the fifth point, which is absolutely important. Frequently check in with each other. Frequently, regularly check in with each other. Frequently, oftenly check in with each other. What do I mean by checking with each other? Have regular dates where you sit down and ask each other, how are you feeling, really? My wife and I, we have dates and we ask each other those questions. How are you feeling, really? And when we got married, we started realizing those conversations were really, really super important, and they became foundational conversation. They became foundational conversation for our marriage. That when we ask each other, how have you been? How have you been, really? How have you been feeling, really? What is bothering you right now? What is it that you're thinking about right now? And when I started asking my wife those questions, I realized there are so many things that I had already missed. So many things that I've been missing. So many, moments that I've been really missing. And these things were bothering her. It might be work, it might be, the environment, it might be our financial situation. And there's so many small things that bother people. And when you start having these conversations and checking with each other, and I remember when she would check in with me on that date, and I will tell her, hey, this is what I'm thinking about, concerning this and that. And she'll be, she'll be ready to pray with me. She'll be there, concerned and helping me how to think through, helping me to process my emotion. And sometimes she doesn't even have to do a lot. She just needs to be there and help me process my emotion by asking me some few questions, and I will continue processing my emotion. And after that date, I will leave that place feeling so much satisfied. So regularly check in with each other. So let me go to the first one. The first one was have a goal. So you already have a goal, you already have a destination. This is where we are going. Okay, you've created a safe environment where everybody is contributing to the team, is contributing to the goal, is contributing to the effort of reaching the goal. Okay, and then you have already, as you work together, you've realized that you have challenges. Okay, no one is perfect. You have accepted that the person you have is not perfect, and you have said yes to her or yes to him, even with his or her own imperfection, and you have said we are going to work together. And now you've started communicating effectively. You've started talking to each other effectively. In the process, you now start taking breaks and checking in with each other. Checking in with each other, take a half time and check in with each other. It's like a team. Every team sport, most of team sports actually, they have a half time, or a timeout. It's a half time where they sit and they start, checking with each other. You say, hey, you know what? You're playing on that side. I really appreciate if you play on this side, because if you play on this side, then we'll be able to win faster, or we'll be able to get the ball faster on this. It's the same with the relationship, that you have to have half time and check in with each other and say, this is what we need to do now going forward, and then have conclusive conversations whereby you are agreeing now on the direction moving forward. I can tell you this, guys, for free. As you start interacting together as a couple, you realize that there are areas that you will not agree, and sometimes people get hurt in those processes. And it's okay for you guys to come back and, because of the mistakes that you guys have done, because you will make mistakes in the relationship, you can now check in with each other and say, you did this and it really hurt me. So moving forward, this is what I will appreciate if you do, and you agree, and moving forward, you have become a better team. Half times are important because they make you better for the next phase. Okay, and this is not just for those who are dating, it's also for those who are married. Try as much as possible to take time off, to check in with each other, check in with each other's emotion. And I'm gonna give you like 2 questions that you need to ask each other. How are you feeling really? How are you feeling really? And how can I be there for you even as we get into the next phase? Guys, these are the first 5 foundational ways that you can make your relationship better. Let me know in the comment what you think about these 5, and then watch the next video, which I'm gonna give you the next 5 that are gonna be amazingly or surprisingly simple but very effective. So let me know in the comment what one of these 5, which one of these 5 that you think that it's the most important that you need to start with in your relationship. Tell me in the comment which among these 5 that you think that, hey, in your relationship you're lacking, and you're now moving forward and looking forward to advance and make your relationship better by taking it and applying it into your relationship. Guys, friends, relationship is work, but relationship work. It works, but it is a lot of work. And no one, I can say this for free, whoever you get, try as much as possible to be authentic with them, so that if the relationship doesn't work, you will not say that you never gave 100%. You will say that at least I gave 100% and it didn't work. Don't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Give yourself 100% to that relationship. Give the relationship a chance, and I guarantee you something beautiful will happen. So these are my first of the 17 ways that you can make your relationship better. Guys, be sure you subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend. Oh, you know what? Hit us up on Instagram. Remember, guys, honey, let's talk, because when we talk, we make it absolutely better. So go and honey talk your partner. Otherwise, guys, bye-bye.